Okay, so you guys know how I've been, working harder and harder and trying to improve my workflow for Davinci Resolve and become a better editor and just do all that type of stuff. I've been trying to become more efficient in more better, more betterer. If you get what I'm trying to say. But one thing that I've kind of realized is, there are a lot of different hotkeys that I use for DaVinci Resolve that kind of help me throughout the editing process, make things a little bit easier, especially since I have them, you know, assigned to a macro pad, and it essentially just makes things a little bit easier for me. So I guess this video, while it's not going to be long, hopefully it's going to be informative. And if it's informative, hopefully it helps you guys out. So this is the 5 shortcuts that I use for DaVinci Resolve. Mind you, a lot of it's probably going to be like 2 pushed into 1, but it's kind of the same action. So number 1, this right here has helped me out a lot, especially with just like the little bits of cutting that I need to do, and that is ripple delete. Now, ripple delete is essentially just deleting whatever clip that you have on, but closing the gap automatically. Because a lot of the times, if you press delete, it's just going to leave a gap right there. Then you right click on it and you press delete for all that. But this one automatically deletes the clip and moves the clips together. I said clips a lot and I don't like it at all. Just kidding. I like it. I like saying clips. So yeah, this one is follow with me. Shift, backspace, delete. And this really has helped me throughout all of my editing processes because, like I said, it's really, really good for taking different pieces of clips, especially if you ran through something like recut and everything like that, where it automatically just cuts everything and just leaves you little bits of whatever. But so I guess we're going to go on to number 2 now. Number 2 is, well, it's not, it's kind of a hotkey, I guess. But when I'm trying to really get like that granular control over everything, I end up just trying to go frame by frame just so I can get that perfect cut or that perfect whatever, the perfect zoom. And I use the left and the right arrows. The left and the right arrows are able to go from one frame to the other frame. So you press left, it's going to take you back 1 frame. You press right, it's going to put you up 1 frame. And a little bonus, you press shift and left or right, it's going to take you up 1 second instead of 1 frame, which essentially is going to help you scrub through your timeline a little bit faster and a little bit quicker and a little bit more granular. I realize it's probably not going to be quicker, but it's going to be more granular. And if you get what I'm saying, it's going to help you a lot, you know? you know. So if you don't know, now you know. We know. So, my number 3. This is my number 3. And this helps me, again, with all of my cutting. I don't know why I keep saying that it helps me. Like, literally, the whole concept of this video is just the shortcuts, the hotkeys that help me. So, I need to stop saying that. So, this one is going to be cut to playhead. And what that's going to do is it's going to take whatever your playhead is on and make a cut right there. So instead of pressing like B and going over and pressing it with, your mouse and everything like that, it's going to be a little bit easier because it's going to just cut all the way down. Mind you, it only cuts all the way down into the clip and into the audio if you don't have anything selected. You have to have absolutely nothing selected for it to be able to cut through both the audio and the video. So, here we go. Number 4. This is numero 4, numero quattro. And this is kind of a twofer. Both these last ones are going to be kind of twofers. This one is select and deselect. And like I told you before, if you go through and you're trying to cut stuff and you have stuff selected, it's only going to cut through whatever you have selected, whether it be the audio or the video. So with this, you're able to press a couple buttons and it deselects everything and you're able to do that big cut. Or if you just want to cut the video and keep the audio, you can do that too by selecting it. So select is going to be Shift V. Shift V will select whatever your playhead is pushed over. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. And if you want to deselect it, you're going to press Control Shift A. And that's going to take where it doesn't matter if your playhead's on it or if it's selected wherever, it's going to deselect everything. It's going to deselect everything. Your timeline is going to be completely clear of that little orange box. And my, what a beautiful thing that will be. Okay, so here is my final, and honestly, my most used. This is my most used shortcut because it essentially takes a couple of these and combines them. So you go through, you're editing something, you have your timeline exactly where you want to cut from the beginning of the clip to wherever your timeline is. So there are these two different shortcuts that I use called trim end and trim start. So if you go through and you press trim end from the playhead to the right of it, to the end of the clip, it's going to delete from the playhead to the end of that clip, and everything there is going to be gone, and it's essentially going to do the same thing as the ripple delete. So it's basically a ripple delete from the playhead instead of having a full clip selected. Now, on the opposite end, if you use the trim start, it's going to take from the start of the clip to the playhead, and it's going to delete that and essentially close the gap as well. And for trim end, it's going to be Control Shift left bracket? Is that what it is? It's left bracket? I think that's what it is. And for trim start, it's going to be Control Shift right bracket. Okay, whatever it is. It's one of those brackets, and I'm going to show you right here. This one right here is for trim end. And this is for trim start. So basically, with these, you're able to take whatever little bit of the start of the clip that you don't want to be there and completely obliterate it, destroy it, make sure that it never comes back for anything. Because, my God, sometimes you just need to do it. You just need to just Thanos that bitch. You need to Thanos that fucking clip. And on that note, like I said, this isn't going to be a long one. This is going to be essentially more of a creative help, I guess. Like, I'm really trying to go and kind of give some of the things that I do to essentially help with my workflow, and especially since I'm trying to become more proficient in Davinci Resolve, and I'm trying to become a better editor, a better storyteller, a better filmmaker, a better person, a better, dare I say, lover. Never mind about that one. But anyways, I really hope this helps. If it does, give it a thumbs up and tell me that it helped. If you have any other shortcuts that you use on a regular basis, please let me know in the comments. I need to add more to this macro pad. There's 4 different layers that I need to fill up with just editing stuff because it's all I use it for. And I guess that's going to be it. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, feed the algorithm, tell me that you love me, tell me that you care, but I want you to be there. I don't want you to never be there. I want you to be there. And on that note, I hope you guys have a good one, whatever it is, day, afternoon, night. I hope your I hope your insert time here is wonderful, and the rest of it is just you have fun. On that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.